Hello there lads and ladettes, and welcome to round 3 of the FIA Manufacturers Series in Gran Turismo Sport. Today we are in Sardegna, and starting with first is Nichols 1985 in the Scirocco Grade 4 from Britain. In second, Cams 247 in another Scirocco Grade 4 for another Brit, and the third Brit, King Toto 007 in the V8 Vantage sporting a new livery. Dimos LA2 in the Scirocco Grade 4 from Greece. The German driver Pt.3 in the SLS AMG. In 6th we have Lionel Messi 94 in the Genesis Grade 4 from Britain again. Another Scirocco, Joe Paul 67 from Italy. In 8th, Tato 1340 in the Porsche Cayman GT4. In 9th, BSR Vinchao 11 in the WRX Grade 4. In 10th, Lau EB258 from Germany in the Ford Mustang. In 11th, EN07 in the SLS AMG. In 12th, we have STFDU80 in the Alfa Romeo 4C. In 13th, Raspberry Racing from the Ukraine in another V8 Vantage. Speedy Rail 0 from South Africa is in the Cayman GT4 Club Sport. And in 15th, Kotlet 003 from Poland in the BMW M4. Lucky 240802 in the Porsche Cayman GT4 again. 17th is Johnny Calasoni in the McLaren 650S. In 18th, Mental Milsey in the Jaguar F-Type. And in 19th, Bernard Fracas in the Porsche Cayman GT4 in France. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in Sardegna Road Track C course. We're just about to get underway. Now, the fastest cars around this track have been the Sciroccos in the leaderboards, so those are the ones to watch. It looks like our driver that we're following, King Toto 007, is right in the middle of the Sciroccos. Anyways, here we go. We are underway, and it looks like, yep, he's already coming up to second place immediately after a brilliant run up. Will he look for a move immediately? Yes he is, he's going to the inside. Finds a space, Cams 247 is pushed wide as he tries to cut him off. King Toto goes up into 7th place. Now he's going to look to hunt down Nichols 1985 in the other Scirocco. Let's see how they go. Ooh, he does run a bit wide, as does King Toto. Cams 247 is now on the inside of King Toto. He has to give him the room, and he does. Cams 247 goes back up to 7th place. It looks like Dimos LA2 is having a little trouble with King Toto as well. Cams 247 goes very defensive on the final corner of the hairpin. Oh, and Dimos LA seems to have been taken out by a Mercedes of Pt.3, I believe. No matter, because King Toto 007 is still on the tail of Cams 247. 1, 2 and 3 is now, the positions 1, 2 and 3 are being taken by Brits. King Toto does not manage to get the move on Cams 247 this time around, but he is still very close to the Scirocco. Now I should point out that the reason why the Sciroccos are faster, oh wait, hold on, looks like King Toto is going for a move here. Does he get it? He does. He moves up into 2nd and is now on the inside of Cams 247, gaining the advantage through these corners. These are really fast corners, so you have to be careful. It's very easy to have a single file here. King Toto 007 breaks and Cams 247 goes wide. Oh, but he does get pushed wide by the Italian of Joe Paul 67. That's not a clean driver there. Cams will definitely be looking to get that position back. But now King Toto is on the hunt for Nichols 1987 in another Scirocco. Now I should point out, the Sciroccos, goodness gracious me, what a dive bomb from Joe Cole, the Italian. That was really dirty move from there. That pushed him up into 2nd place. Oh dear me, King Toto goes really aggressive, and he does get Joe Paul back with a good move on the inside. Will Joker get him back? No, but he's flashing his lights. He's angry. He wants second place back, and now he's under attack from Cams 247. And Cams definitely wants to get that position back as well. King Toto, Joker goes really into the inside, and he's flashing his lights still. Really angry that he was being dirty before. I suppose both Cams 247 and King Toto 007 wants to gain those positions back. Let's see what happens. Cams pushes King Toto wide a bit. Joe Cole does push him wide even more a bit. But now it's Cams 247 that goes into third place. Will he manage to take second place out of Joe Cole? King Toto goes for the inside move. He doesn't quite make him. Pt.3 is now in the battle for second place, which is really interesting to see. And we go to a single lane part of the track. Cams 247 seems to have gone a little bit slow. King Toto 007 goes for the really inside move on Cams. He almost wins it. Oh dear, Cams is really getting his elbows out. He is not liking his fellow Brit. And that means Pt.3 manages to overtake King Toto 007 and he gets pushed down. Not a good race looking for the King at the moment. It seems like the Porsche Tato is also coming up and maybe going to try and overtake him. He does get pushed wide just a little bit, but it's alright. Now the pack is spread out just a little bit. Joe Cole and run away from the pack, which is unfortunate because he deserves a bit of karma because of that push. You join us at the end of lap 6, and it looks like there is a little train going on. It comes in front. Pt.3 in the next position. King Toto is in 5th place. Looks like he is just managing to stay on the Mercedes of Pt.3. Maybe looking for a move. Maybe not. Could he go on the inside on this corner? Ooh, he looks for a move, but he doesn't manage to get around it. He's flashing his lights up and trying to tell Pt.3 to get out of the way. But Pt.3 is not having it, and he's still in front of King Toto. Will he go for a move on him? No, he goes really defensive. Pt.3 does, and King Toto unfortunately goes really wide. And Tato manages to take 5th place now. But Tato is not as dirty as the other drivers. Joe Cole and Cams, who are both driving the Scirocco. And Tato does give him the room to stay on the track. Coming up to the heavy braking turn after him. Doesn't manage to get to a chance at Pt.3 at the moment. And it looks like Cams is running away too. Looks for another spot, but he doesn't quite find it yet. He does go wide a bit, Pt.3 does. Oh goodness me, no it is not. There's a yellow flag there. Yellow flag for... Oh, it looks like Nichols 1985 has gone wide and has lost 1st place and is now going down into 8th place, and that brings the whole pack up. And the Italian of Joe Cole has received a 3-second penalty. Unsurprising because the Italian driver is quite a dirty driver, as it turns out. And now he is slowing down. King Toto and Tato are exchanging places between 5th and 4th. Here comes the penalty for the Italian of Joe Cole. Will it be enough for the group? Yes, it will be. Joe Cole 67 is now out of the running for 1st place, and it looks like it could be a 4-way battle for 1st place, with Cams, Pt.3, Tato and King Toto. Oh dear, and it looks like Cams 247 has become the new dirty Scirocco driver as he pushes Pt.3 out a bit on the hairpin. King Toto manages to get the run on Tato and goes up into 3rd place. slots in front of him and now gets the slipstream from the Mercedes, in which the Mercedes is taking the slipstream from the Scirocco. Pt.3 is looking for a move on the inside of the Scirocco. Will he manage to move? No, he does not. And unfortunately, because Cam's car is front wheel drive, he does get more stability out of the corner, so he'll be forced to put a little more power in. How about this corner? Tato is really close by Pt.3, and it looks like Joe Cole is still believing that he's in the running for first place by flashing his lights just a bit there when he's on his own battle. This is a four-way battle between the Scirocco, SLS, the 8 Vantage and the Porsche for first place. And it's really close between the Mercedes and the Volkswagen in front, while Pt.3 is still stuck behind the Mercedes of Pt.3. Pt.3 looks outside, switches back to the inside. Does the move work? No, it does not. And now Tato seems to have found a little bit of pace, but not enough to take Pt.3 007 into third place. Pt.3 and Tato go a bit wide. Will this be an opportunity for Pt.3 to close up the gap a little to the final hairpin of the track? He does seem to be very much close to the Mercedes. Does he go for the move? No, he does not, since Pt.3 goes really defensive. But that doesn't matter because Pt.3 still can find some speed on the straight, and it looks like he's definitely in the slipstream of Pt.3 now. Will he be looking to make a move up into second position here? Oh, he looks to the inside. Pt.3 goes really defensive and cuts Pt.3 off, however. Pt.3 has got a little bit of oversteer. Tato looks to the outside. He has the inside now for these few corners, so he has to give Pt.3 has to give Tato the space, unfortunately, and there it is. Good sportsmanship from the French and the British drivers there. A little less from the two Scirocco drivers of Cams and Joe Paul. He looks for another move but doesn't quite find it on the last hairpin. Oh, but he looks like he's on the inside of Tato. Does he have the power to outpace the Porsche? It looks like he's just about managing to go faster than the Porsche. Yes, he does. He is now back up into third place. Join us again at the beginning of lap 14, where Pt.3 has managed to pass Tato and Cams. And he looks for the move to first place. He goes a bit wide, unfortunately, and Pt.3 does almost snatch up the back. Pt.3 is now back, still in first place. Pt.3 manages to get back first. Unfortunately, Pt.3 is on the outside, so what is going to happen here is going to give him room. They do give him room. Pt.3 goes very wide, unfortunately. Hits Tato and Cams and drops back down to fourth, unfortunately, with that move. That's really helpful for the thing, and he will definitely be looking to get back up into the top 3. He does have the power, thankfully, because of that V8 run in the front of the car, and he definitely does want to get away from the other Scirocco that's bearing down from him, driven by Dimos LA2 from Greece. It looks like Joe Cole, the Italian, has decided to pit, starting on the soft tyres. Will Pt.3 manage to find some space? No, he runs really wide. A bad mistake from the British driver. Now he's dropping a bit away from the top 3 drivers in this race. Will he be able to get back in the race though? That is the question. Like they're adjusting for the lead, and that does give Pt.3 007 a bit of leeway, and he manages to get right up on the inside of Pt.3. He brakes, however. Oh, he's going into the pits for a pit change. Right. interesting loop. Now with the medium tyres, it is possible to go all the way, but it is not required to change to both tyres. So maybe he's just changing tyres to get all the speed up from the soft. Yeah, yes, he is just changing the tyres to get the speed up. No fuel change. So now he's dropped it back down to 11. Let's see what he can do now that he's on the softest compound with 10 laps left to go. Now it seems like he's been doing 1 minute lap times, 7, 8. Let's take a look at the top drivers. What sort of lap times are there? 58, 59, 57s, 58s, 57s, 58s, 59s, 57s. Yep. Let's see how fast the King can do now that he's on the softest compound. Right, on the outlap there was a 58, so not much faster than at the moment. The pit loss is, I think, around 20 seconds. I don't remember exactly, but it's around 20 seconds. So if it is 20 seconds, he will have to find around, oh there he goes a bit wide. But as does Mental Millsy, and he manages to overtake Mental Millsy crazily. Seems like a top one of the fastest drivers. Dimo LA2 is also pitting up, so they've been on soft tyres. Raspberry Racing is also pitting. King Toto will manage to get the undercut on them. And he moves up into 7th. So that's 3 positions in 1 lap. And he posted his fastest lap, his fastest personal lap, 57.438. It's not quite good enough at the moment, but it is faster than the fastest times at the moment, since they've got some tyre wear going on. It's still not over yet. Nichols 1985, who started in first, has come back up to 3rd after that crash. He does post the fastest in first sector of this track, which this track only has 2 sectors really. Here he comes on the start finish straight now. What sort of time does he post? 56.6. Now that is faster, that is definitely faster. That could even be 2 seconds faster, so at this pace he might get back into the top 3. And the top 3, I think his main rival is Cams247, since he's the British driver as well. Another yellow flag though. King Toto moves up into 6th place. Unfortunately, a mistake by Speedy Rail 0, I think. Oh, Tato 1340 is also down into 8th position. King Toto is now up into 6th place. Join us again at the beginning of lap 23, in which he is in viewing distance of Cams247 and BSR Vinchao 11. I believe they're both driving the Scirocco's. Not only Cams247 is driving the Scirocco's, it looks like BSR is driving a different car. I didn't quite catch what it is, but he is closing rapidly with the with those brand new tyres and the softer compounds. Ah, Subaru, that's what Vinchao is driving. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, flashing in his lights. Doff your hats, roll out the barrel. let he'll die, then he'll die. Is he going for a move in this corner? No, he is not. Oh wait, maybe? He goes around the outside of Cam's cups it off. Splashing his lights out, BSR Vinch out to get out of the way. King Toto manages to look. No, he does not manage to get out. Oh, but the two drivers in front go wide, and that means King Toto goes up into 4th place. And with 1 lap left to go, will he manage to catch the Spaniard Ian 07? And the Mercedes SLS AMG, who is posting really quite close, no, what's the word? Lap times are close to each other, with 58.3 seconds. He is getting slower though. King Toto does post a 58.019, unfortunately. Which is not as fast as he was hoping to get. But he is getting close to Ian 07. The final lap, he sees Ian. Will it be enough to get 3rd place? Most likely not. But since the pit stop, he has managed to get up into the top, into the 4th place from 11th, which is quite a good spot to be in. And it looks like he is not going to retain his 3rd position, and his end result is in 4th position, dropping down 1 position from the end of the race. So there you have it, round 3 around Sardegna Roads Track Layout C. I hope you enjoyed the race. I enjoyed commentating over it. I'll try and get this out as soon as possible because the next race is, for some reason, on Saturday this time. This race was on Wednesday, so now I have much less time to get ready for that race. But we'll see how it goes. It's gonna be slidey. If you like the video, give it a like. If you have something to say, put it in the comments below. If you want to subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel. It's right there, it's free, it's a big red button. And I will see you lads and ladettes, as always, in the next video. Goodbye.